MediaPipe Text Classifier task lets you classify text into a set of defined categories, such as positive or negative sentiment. There are APIs available for Android, Python, iOS, and the web. To get started using the text classification task for the web, we will first take a look at the available models. The pre-trained models are trained for sentiment analysis and predict whether the input text sentiment is positive or negative. The models were trained on the Stanford Sentiment Tree Bank, or SST2, dataset, which consists of movie reviews labeled as either positive or negative. Note that the models only support English. Since they were trained on a dataset of movie reviews, you may see reduced quality for text covering other topics. If sentiment analysis doesn't fit your use case, you can customize your model using MediaPipe Model Maker. Check out the docs linked in the description to learn how. BERT classifier is the recommended model because of its high accuracy. The average word embedding model offers a smaller model size and lower latency at the cost of a lower prediction accuracy compared to the BERT classifier. You can try out these models in MediaPipe Studio to see which works best for your use case. You can also try out different configuration options so you can see everything the task can do. Now that you've chosen your model, you're ready to code. First, install the tasks text package. You can download the package using npm and use a JavaScript compilation tool like Webpack, or you can import the package using a CDN. Once the API is installed, you're ready to initialize. Here we have a function, createTextClassifier. First, we configure our WASM binary loading using the FileSetResolver for text task method. WebAssembly, or WASM, a binary instruction format for stack-based VM. You don't need to understand WASM to use MediaPipe solutions for the web. Just know that WASM allows non-web-based code to run on the web. Next, we create the text classifier using the text classifier createFromOptions method, passing the FileSetResolver you just created and the model. Notice that the two assets are linked from external URLs. For the best user experience, you don't want to bundle your model or WASM binary into your website. Instead, store them server-side and provide links when initializing your text classifier, as I've shown here. You can also provide optional parameters with your initialization. I've included them here so you can see their formatting. Display names locale sets the language of labels to use for display names provided in the metadata of the task's model, if available. The default value is EN for English. You can add localized labels to the metadata of a custom model using the MediaPipe Metadata Writer API. Max results sets the optional maximum number of top-scored classification results to return. If the number is less than 0, all available results will be returned. Score threshold sets the prediction score threshold that overrides the one provided in the model metadata, if any. Results below this value are rejected. Category allow list sets the optional list of allowed category names. If non-empty, classification results whose category name is not in this set will be filtered out. Duplicate or unknown category names are ignored. Category deny list sets the optional list of category names that are not allowed. If non-empty, classification results whose category name is in the set will be filtered out. Duplicate or unknown category names are ignored. Note that this option is mutually exclusive with category allow list, and using both results in an error. To run classification on text, use the text classifier.classify method, passing a string to classify. This function is synchronous, which is a good thing to keep in mind when designing your UI. The text classifier outputs a text classifier result, which contains the list of possible categories for the input text. The categories are defined by the model you use. To view the classification results, you can iterate through the categories of the 0th element of the classifications array. Each category has a category name and score, where score is the model's confidence in that category. Since the most likely classification is listed first, you can always access just this one if that's all the information that you need. And that's it. With this code, you can get started with text classification in your own web app. You can check out a complete code example on CodePen, and view all the available solutions on the MediaPipe website. Or get more hands-on with solutions in MediaPipe Studio. All these great resources are linked in the video. I'm signing off now, so it's your turn. Tell me what you're working on, tell me what you learn, tell me what you still want to know. Leave a comment here on YouTube or on LinkedIn. I can't wait to see what you build.